Good day everyone, hope all is well and doing well. Today is a very special day for me because I finally received my parts that I've bought for my next build. So I will show you what I've received, and today I will be doing the PC build in this video. So yeah, right now I will be showing you the parts that I've ordered and received for this video. So yeah, so as you can see, these are the parts that I've received. This will be my next build from AM4 to AM5. All these parts are kind of new, and all of them are second-hand, but this is what I've got myself. I've got myself a A620M HDV/M.2 Plus. It's a DDR5 motherboard, and it supports NVMe SSD ready, Microsoft Windows 11 ready, DDR5 support. For the graphics card, I went for the Asus Prime graphics card. It's the AMD Radeon RX 9060 XT, the 16GB version. And I went for the standard AMD CPU cooler. I think it's the Stealth cooler. And I also got myself the Ryzen 5 7500F CPU. And over here I got myself the Crucial DDR5 memory. It's 2x 8GB RAM kits. So yeah, and those are the parts I've ordered, and I will be putting them together. So those are the parts that I've bought second-hand for my new AM5 build. So I know I haven't showed you the case and the power supply, but I already have those parts. So I'm just going to keep that aside and assemble these parts first, and then I'll switch over to the case and the power supply. Yeah, so right now I'm going to start building the components together, and I will come back to the case and the power supply and assemble that all together. Okay, so first of all I'm going to start using the motherboard as the base or the platform to start the build. And one thing I forgot to tell you is that these parts that I've showed are all from Dozo. Dozo is a marketplace app similar to Facebook Marketplace, but Dozo is a marketplace or app where a person can buy second-hand goods and brand new straight from Japan. Or you could just say it's Japan's own kind of marketplace. So yeah, I've bought all these parts from the app. The app is available on the Play Store. You can download it, and from there onwards you can log in using your Google account to create your own profile, just to be a registered user. And from there onwards you can start purchasing. You can search for anything you like, and you can buy anything you like, anything you see that catches your eye. So yeah, I highly recommend this app, Dozo, to anyone who is willing to buy for them PC parts that comes at a reasonable price. And I am happy, and I do not regret buying these parts from Japan, because the description based on each individual part shows that it is genuine, and therefore a lot of things, or should I say all individual products, has their own description and proof of photos or pictures, just to ease the buyers, to ease the buyer if he's interested in buying. And yeah, so let's get started with this build, and I'll come back to the PC case and power supply. So I'm going to start with the motherboard first. So in the box we have our manual, our I/O shield, SATA cables for the hard drive, these are These screws are for the NVMe. Here we have the motherboard. So this is what the motherboard looks like. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 USB ports and 1 USB-C port. It has the audio ports, the Ethernet port, 1 HDMI port, and 1 display port. So this is the ASRock A620M HDV/M.2 Plus motherboard that supports DDR5. It only has 2 RAM slots. It does have 1, 2, 3 M.2 slots, 2 which are for storage. I think it supports PCIe Gen 4, both of them, and this one over here is for the Wi-Fi. Yeah. Over here, I've got the CPU. It's the Ryzen 5 7500F. It's an AM5 CPU. I think the highest clock or boost clock on the CPU is 5.0 gigahertz, which should be okay. So right now I'm just going to insert this first into the motherboard. First, I'm going to remove the latch. Something I just need to show. As you can see over here, there's an arrow over there in the top left corner. And over here is another arrow pointing in the same position and direction. Just give it a little wiggle, just to make sure it's firm. Then push that down. A little bit skeptical. Just gonna remove this first. Okay. Push it down. Let's see. Need to make sure everything's properly placed. Just make sure what's going on here. Okay. Right, so now I've got the CPU inserted. Now I am going to put thermal paste on. I just hope this thermal paste is still good to use. I hope it's not dry. Thermal paste. I think I should use more thermal paste, just a little bit more, because I think the one I've used first has been used. Oopsie. Okay, a little bit too much, but should do. Now I'll just use a blade to smear out the paste. Now that I've got my thermal paste on, I will now be using the CPU cooler next. See, I think it already comes with applied paste, CPU paste, thermal paste, but I will just leave it on there. Okay. Right, so now I will be inserting the CPU cooler. Now I just need to screw it in from one corner across to the other one, and then from one corner to the other one. Make sure that each screw is tight. Now I'll just plug in the connector. Okay, the CPU pin is in. The next thing I will insert will be the RAM sticks. See, DDR5. Always make sure that this gap right here aligns with the gap on the motherboard. See. Ja. Oké. Sorry, dat gaan we doen. Formatie Loop samen. Right, so now the RAM is sealed in. Now for the next component will be to place this whole motherboard combo set into the PC case. So what I have right here is the case that I will be using. This is the Cooler Masterbox K500 Phantom Gaming Edition. And the power supply is already installed in the PC. The power supply is a 750 watt, fully modular. I think it's certified gold plus, 80 plus certified. And the brand that I will be using will be the Rogueware, ROGUEWARE. I'm just gonna give it a nice clean up, just using the air duster, and then I'll put everything into place. Over here I have the Rogueware power supply. It's a bit dusty. So now I will be replacing the motherboard into the PC case. But before I do that, I need to insert the I/O shield. This is the I/O shield. I'm not sure if the silver foil is supposed to come off, but I'll just test it and see if it fits with the motherboard. Oopsie. I need to get myself a sturdy tripod. I hope that will keep it steady, because I need a platform for this tripod to stand on, so that I can have a angle or a view from the top, not from the side, so it will be easier to see what I'm doing. I think there's one more thing in the way, huh? Right, so now I've got the motherboard in place. Now I just need to screw in all the holes. I will be plugging in all the cables to the motherboard. Always make sure that everything lines up correctly with the motherboard, because on the one side of the plug there is a small notch, especially for this plug as well, has a small clip to make sure it's securely fitted. Always make sure that the notch and the clip is aligned on the proper side. So this right here is the USB for USB 3.0 for the front panel, and this is the main power cable for the motherboard. And over here, this is the CPU to power the CPU. Okay. This cable right here is for the graphics card. It's a 8-pin PCIe. It gives power to the graphics card. But first, I will be inserting the 2 NVMe SSDs, and then afterwards I will put in or plug in the hard drives and the power connectors to switch on the PC. So right here I have this Kuso SSD NVMe solid state drive. It's the M.2 2280 PCIe Gen 3.0. So this NVMe or SSD, I will be using this as a storage, and this is the Oracle NVMe, but this one has a PCIe 4.0 generation. So there's a difference between the two. PCIe 4.0 is faster than 3.0 in terms of read and write speed. So this right here will be used as my drive for installing my games. Unfortunately, I won't be using this as my main hard drive for the software or for Windows. So I will be using a normal SSD. So this is the SSD that I will be using. It's a Transcend SSD 220Q solid state drive. It is very thin compared to the NVMe SSD. This looks more like the laptop hard drive in size. So this is my main hard drive for running the OS or Windows system. It's a 500 gig, and yeah. I will just show you the difference between NVMe and the SATA SSD. So out of the box, this is how it looks. It's a very thin and compact design for a hard drive. So this is what it looks like. It's very thin. Looks like a RAM stick, but just smaller. And here's the difference between the two. Okay. And this over here is my Oracle. This one comes with a heatsink. So I will be using this as for my games. I will be installing my games over here. All the Steam games will be on this drive. So now I will be installing the first drive. Insert the NVMe into a slight angle and then lay it down flat. We'll be using this small tiny screw. Roll it down. As you can see, it's seated. I'll show you the second one. I know the autofocus is a bit slow. So this one I will be inserting over here. Slight angle and push down. There we go. As you can see, both drives are in. Yeah. So the following components will be the SSD, and then afterwards I will plug in the necessary power connectors. Okay, so we've got our SSD in, and now I will be plugging this two cables in. Let's see, the small one is on the right side, but let's first put the big one in. Put the big one is supposed to go first, and then the small one. This one just clips in easily. There you go. So we have all our components plugged in, and you can see CPU power, motherboard power, USB 3.0, our two NVMe SSDs, CPU cooler, 2 sticks of RAM. Yeah, so now we just need to plug in the power cables to switch the computer, on. It's these small headers, those plugs needs to go in, and then afterwards I'll just connect the SATA cable over here to the hard drive over here, and afterwards I'll be using this PCIe for the graphics card. Yep. Right, so now I've got all the power connectors in, and HD audio, and this is the exhaust fan. No. So now I'm going to insert the graphics card. So I will be unboxing the graphics card just to give you a clear indication what it looks like. Instruction manual, start guide, thank you card, and more instructions. Right here is the RX 9060 XT 16GB. There's a 3-fan design, very good for cooling. There's a switch for performance mode and quiet mode. There's a vent to blow through, to cool down the graphics card, pushing out all the heat through this vent. And this card has no RGB. It only has one 8-pin connector, PCIe connector. So I have two, but I will only be using one. So I'm just going to peel off the stickers. The same goes for the back as well. Just need to find an opening. Right. Okay. So now I will be inserting the GPU. This is my first time owning a 60 gig graphics card. Okay, as you can see, we have a small problem. Right now the graphics card can't fit in because the USB 3.0 cable is in the way. So I'm gonna have to unplug that cable. So now it will serve no use. Insert the graphics card. Always make sure to press down this clip here before inserting the graphics card. Line up the PCIe board lanes. Line this up, this over here. Nothing is in the way. Yeah, so I've got the graphics card plugged in. It's very sturdy. So now we can plug in the rest of the other components. So it will be I'm only going to need one of these. When you plug in the GPU, the PCI. Always make sure that this clip is at the top. Always make sure. Okay, just need to make sure that it's properly plugged in. Just use a light to make sure that it's solid. Yes, it's looking solid. Yeah. So this is what it looks like right now, guys. So now I just need to fasten the graphics card with the screws on the side over here, and then the PC is ready to power on.